Arizona. My name is Josue Romero, and this is the Silicon Oasis News Network. Thank you so much for watching. We have got some great tech news from the Arizona Valley this week, such as the AZ PropTech Collective, one of our awesome pillar partners at the Silicon Oasis, hosting a mixer this past Thursday in Old Town Scottsdale, which we were able to attend, with some upcoming news on something they're cooking up for AZ Tech Week, the launch of the Grangou app on the Apple App Store. If you are sick of the demoralizing nature of modern dating apps and wish someone would just make sure that it was about human connection again and food, then the Grangou app could be for you, and the launch of a Sandbox at NAU. All of this is actually such a big deal because the momentum for Arizona Tech is just up and up and up, and we will share a little more about that in this news video. But before we get into that awesome content, we need to give a shout out to our amazing news sponsors powering these boots on the ground news videos week in, week out.
Topo Advisors has powered growth for 100 plus startups through expert CFO, FP&A, and bookkeeping account services.
Hey Arizona, in our first bit of news, the Silicon Oasis was actually able to attend an event hosted by our awesome pillar partner, the AZ PropTech Collective. If you've not heard of them before, the AZ PropTech Collective is joining innovative companies already building the future of real estate technology right here in the state of Arizona. The event this past Thursday was great. It was in Old Town Scottsdale, and there were good vibes, good people, and good drinks. And it was cool because the founders of AZ PropTech Collective actually told me that they're cooking up something really special for AZ Tech Week, which I actually don't have all the details on, but I will find out soon, and I will share it with you all as soon as possible, and as soon as I have it, and as soon as I'm allowed to share it. If you want to be involved in the real estate technology scene here in Arizona, AZ PropTech Collective is the place to be. Next up on the docket, Arizona, are you sick of doom scrolling on your phone where it feels like you're just swiping your life away? And let me add a layer on top of this to make it just that much worse. What have been your interactions with dating apps? Swipes, demoralization, ghosting. Well, a founder based right here in Arizona set out to solve that issue. Grangou app is here to save you from the doom scrolling on dating apps. And it's led by M&I, one of the co-founders, again, who lives here in Arizona. And the purpose of this app is to force people to not only swipe and interact with the swipes that they've had on this app, but it connects people through food, something so universal that you almost don't need a language barrier to understand. Grangou app helps people match with others who have similar food tastes, forces them to show up. Well, force is a strong word, but it highly incentivizes people to show up in person to these dates, and then it makes you also leave feedback and engagement on the app after you've had this date. So if you're sick of doom scrolling and being demoralized on date apps, Grangou is the app for you, and the big news about it is that they finally launched on the App Store. Congrats, M&I. This sounds like an awesome app, and we love the fact that you're building it here in Arizona. In our last bit of news, Sandbox is launching at NAU in Arizona, and if you don't know what that is, we are about to inform you on why this is such a huge deal for the state. To give a bit of background on it, Sandbox was born as an experiment at Brigham Young University, based in Utah, back in 2020. Sandbox is an opportunity for select students to do college differently. Instead of tests, midterms, and finals, students earn degrees by launching a real tech company. So think about it for a second, Arizona. This program, instead of putting students through curriculums and theories of how their potential tech company might do out there in the wild with real customers, real business feedback, they literally have them launch the company into the wild as they are students. And the most exciting part about this all is that while it has been traditionally based in Utah, Brigham Young University, it is now launching at Northern Arizona University. And a big thanks to Brandon Clark and the NAU Venture Studio for being the driving force behind it. With it, NAU will also be launching a hacker house where their Sandbox cohort will live and work. Arizona, this is huge news for the innovative ecosystem here in the state, and more than anything, for builders who tend to grow up without knowing what the world of tech is at all. They will now get a first look into what it is like to build a tech company while they're students, bypassing all of the theories, all of the perhaps unnecessary classwork that comes along with actually building a real tech company. Thank you so much, Sandbox, for coming to Arizona, and a big shout out to NAU, Northern Arizona University, for help making this happen. We wish you guys the absolute best success. Arizona, that is it for this week's edition of the Silicon Oasis News Network. Thank you so much for watching. Big shout out to all of you who send us things to share, because while we do love searching through LinkedIn, being boots on the ground, or just reaching out to our ambassadors and pillar partners on the news that they've got going on, we also really appreciate it when founders individually just reach out to us and say, hey, this is what we're building, this is what we're doing in tech in Arizona, because it makes it a lot easier for us to share your stories and for the entire state to get a better pulse on the number of builders and the quality of what they're building. Arizona, thank you so much for watching, and we will catch you next week.